Hey guys, it's Kate, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm here with my first official grid journal. So I've done a lot of um, like 6 little abstract paintings, but I've never done it in my journal, and I never knew that grid journaling, as it's called, was a thing. So I figured I would try my hand at my first one. Now I've got this painter's marker and some scrap paper here, along with some black and white acrylic paint in my plate. And I think I'm going to do this one as a challenge with collage and black and white. And that is my challenge for today on these 6 little rectangles. So let's get started. I've got my painter's marker and I over primed it, so I've got a whole bunch of ink to get rid of. So I'm gonna have some fun with it and just try to make some marks here. And I'm gonna stay inside my rectangles for the most part, but other than that, I'm just gonna have some fun here. And so I'm just making some scribbly marks, just like this. Almost like it could be some sort of cursive or anything. And I've got some extra ink in here. I'm gonna just let that out and play with it. Okay, my extra ink might be gone. I think now we're cooking with fire. And I'm going to try to make this kind of a quick project too, and really not think too much about what I'm doing and just see how fast I can finish. Okay, next up, I'm going to try putting on some of these collage pieces. And I think I might want to start with this one. And I really like some of these marks that I've got going on here. This is actually an old Jelly Plate print, and it just had this really cool pattern on it. So I'm going to use that one, and maybe this one, this one, this one. I've got 4. I'm going to pull off 6, I think, if I have enough space. There's not really much in the way of marks on this, but I'll take this one. And I'm going to use this side for my glue. And again, I'm just trying to go quickly. And I like having a limited palette because this is going to help me focus just on composition. I'm going to go into my charcoal pencils and outline these lightly. Now for one little pop of color, I think I'm going to pull out this collage and cut out some of these circles. So I made these in another video a very long time ago, and I made them with alcohol and very watery acrylic. And I really love how they turned out, and this was a good opportunity to break them out. These cells that we made just came out so beautiful to me, and this was a combination of I believe blue and orange, but I really love them. So I'm just cutting around the outside of some of these circles quickly. What do we think so far? All right, I'm going to put this paper aside for right now and go into my lovely acrylic paint. And I'm going to mix my black and white together and get a little bit of a gray color. And I'm going to start making some marks right in here. And some of it may kind of mix with some ink, and that's okay with me. I kind of like having a little bit of that blending action going on. And I want to keep my white. So I'm just sort of going in some interesting spots. I'm blending up a little bit more gray here, and I'm going to go right around here. This is pretty fun. I'm just doing some diagonal lines on this one and maybe a thicker stripe here, just like this. I'm going to dip into just a little bit of water and thin this out a tiny bit. Yeah. Like that. All right. And why don't we make some more circles? Like that. All right, and then for this one, let's do a dry brush right across. And maybe a little bit on the inside of our circle there. Like, I'm going to grab my little round, and grab some pure white, and I'm going to outline some of this. Just like that. And maybe on this one, I make some dots. And for this one, why don't I make a grayish white box next to my gray little tower, because it's blending with that charcoal pencil. And then maybe I'll add a little bit of a white box here. How's that? And I think I might like to make a couple of lines here. Maybe I'll connect a few of these little dots straight across like that. I think that looks kind of neat. All right, let's do one across to this one. I'm just kind of eyeing them in advance and picking two that I want to link up. And let's do this one here and maybe that one. Yeah. All right. And let's do some shapes on this one. And I really like how it blends with that charcoal. It's pretty. It just makes kind of a light gray. And for this one, I think I'll outline my circles. I like doing that on a lot of my things. I'm not really sure why, but I always enjoy it. And then maybe I'll add a couple of more white ones over the darker areas, like that. And maybe even one behind that one, and right here. And then here, I've got kind of a triangle thing going, so I might embrace that, almost like completing this triangle. And I might do the same there. And I've got a bit of a triangle there. Just that sort of pop out at me from the background. And maybe I'll add that second one there. And just kind of fill in my spots that I missed. I think this is a pretty okay first grid journal. So I'm going to lift this up so you can see the finished page of our little abstract compositions. And this is limited color palette, and I really like how this turned out. So I hope this might give you some ideas. I think I'd like to do this on my channel more often. Let me know in the comments below if you like this style of video, and if you do, we can make a lot more of these. I really think this is a fun way to just experiment on your paper, experiment with composition, color, and we can do all kinds of fun things like using limited palettes, using certain shapes, and really the sky is the limit. So hope you enjoyed this video today. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like it so more people can see it. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe to this channel. And until next time, keep creating and have a great day, everybody.